Hey guys, I want to bring you a case that I came across this morning while I was on social media. Now, this is Evan Michael Cockerham. His family is very active on social media, looking for him, searching for him, and they just got the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department to get involved in his search. So here is his official poster, and it reads that Evan Michael Cockerham is a white male who is 21 years old. He's 6 foot tall, 145 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. And I'll get to that in a second. It says detectives from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department are seeking assistance in locating the above missing person. Missing person Evan Cockerham was last seen on December 6th, 2022 on the 700th block of Silver Spur Road in the city of Rolling Hills Estates. Any information, please contact the Sheriff's Homicide Bureau, Missing Persons Detail. If you prefer to provide information anonymously, you may call Crime Stoppers by dialing 1-800-222-TIPS. Use your smartphone by downloading the P3 Tips mobile app on Google Play or the Apple App Store, or by using the website lacrimestoppers.org. Another way to contact them is through the LASD Homicide Bureau, and the number for that is 323-890-5500. As I mentioned previously, his family is very active on social media, trying to get his case to gain some traction. Now, his brother did a series of TikToks, and they are these photos with this information on it. It says, "This is my incredibly kind and loving little brother. His name is Evan Michael Cockerham. He's been missing in the Los Angeles area of California since December 6th. And here's where things took a little bit of a weird turn. It says he was carjacked and held against his will for a number of days before barely escaping. He called us from a library in the Palos Verdes area of California to tell us what happened. His phone call was cut short, and he has not been heard from since. Please help this go viral by liking, commenting, and sharing. His missing poster is on the last slide. And I will link all their social media accounts in the description so you guys can go check them out. You can find all our social media accounts for him on my Facebook. My name is Tristan Nelson." So when I saw that slide that he was carjacked, held against his will, narrowly escaped, only to go missing again, I had to dig a little deeper into this. So I found the brother's GoFundMe. He has a GoFundMe set up to raise money to go out and search for his brother. On it, it lists a little bit more information. Now, the GoFundMe says he was last seen at the Malaga Cove Library in Los Angeles, making his last phone call home. That's a little bit different than the 700 Silver Spur Road that the official police report gives. I also looked up all these locations, and I'll show them to you guys at the end. The GoFundMe goes on to say, he called and said a man looking for a dog carjacked and kidnapped him. Evan escaped when he had the chance and went to the nearest place, the library, to make the call. He has not been seen or heard of since. We believe that while he was on the way to the library, the man was following him. The vehicle was a white 1990 Plymouth Grand Voyage with grain wood stripe. And this is a picture of what the van looks like. It's not the actual van. And then the brother goes on to say he can't sit around Omaha knowing that, his brother is in danger. It's eating him alive. So the GoFundMe is to help cover expenses for searching for him, flyers, and, lost wages while going out to search for him. And he did go out to search. I mentioned him and another individual. I don't know if it was a wife or another sibling, but they did go out and search and just got back home, actually. So they have been out and tried to search for him and met with officials and kind of got the ball going even more on Evan's case. So I followed the GoFundMe over to Facebook to see what other information I could find out about Evan's case. His brother, Tristan, shared this on December 16th. Said he finally got some updated pictures of his brother for anyone to share in the LA area. I've been showing them throughout this video and will continue to do so. But here he mentions that Evan has blonde hair and blue eyes and is around 6 feet tall. That's a little bit different than the poster where it says he has brown hair. It also mentions that he was carjacked, held against his will before escaping. We've talked about that already. He also mentions the vehicle again being a 1990 Plymouth Grand Voyager with wood paneling. He says, if he is being held captive, this vehicle may be the key to finding him. And I believe the family does think that Tristan is being held. And just yesterday, he shares this while he's out searching for his brother. It says, Evan, if you're okay and you see this, please just come home. There's probably hundreds of thousands of people looking for you. Me and Paisley even came all the way out to California to try and find you. Thanks to all the people that donated to the GoFundMe. You are so fucking loved, dude. Just let us know you are okay, please. You can, just from reading this, you can hear the desperation in his text and how much this family wants to find their missing loved one. The least we can do is share him out and spread awareness. After looking at all the information that his brother shared, I was able to find his parents, and their names are Shannon and Nappy Vogel. They are very popular artists. Their work is beautiful. Nappy's a tattoo artist as well. They have very beautiful work out there on social media, and they have been sharing often about their son. Now, this is where I found the post from them that has a lot of information about Evan and how he went missing exactly. So I do believe that the person Evan called was one of his parents. They both shared out this post, so it could have been either one of them that he contacted. Again, they say he has sandy blonde hair. So we're going to go with sandy blonde hair, not the brown hair that's listed in his official poster. And you can tell from his pictures too that his hair is a sandy blonde color. It is now about shoulder length. So it's longer than this picture even. Comes down to his shoulder. 6 foot tall, 160 pounds. That information's still the same. His last known location was Rolling Hills, California at the Peninsula Center Library on the evening of December 6th. This is a little different again. So I don't know which library he called from. This is what the parents are saying. The other one is put out by law enforcement. They're quite a ways away from each other too. I feel it's important for them to nail down which library it was. So hopefully they can update later on that and have an exact location. It says, Evan was traveling up the coast to Oregon in a 1990 Plymouth Caravan with wood paneling. So that information is the same. I'm happy to hear that. He was carjacked somewhere around downtown LA while looking for a yoga meditation center that he was interested in volunteering at. So he was carjacked in downtown LA. He got away with no phone, money, or belongings several days later when the perpetrator was sleeping. That location is unclear, but I'm guessing it is around one of those libraries. He then ended up walking to the Peninsula Library where he was able to use the phone for a short time to call me before he told me he was told by staff he had to hang up. He was shook up in our conversation and talked about decompressing on the beach. Also mentioned finding a meditation center and was going to call me back, but never did. There is a missing person report filed, but we are in Arizona and having problems getting cooperation from the police in California. So until a detective gets assigned to his case, our family is trying everything to find him. Now, they do have a detective on the case. We see that in the missing persons flyer. They now have a detective on the case. So we just see that some of the information is a little unclear. And I'm guessing that happens frequently in missing persons cases, especially when the missing loved one is states away and you're gathering this information on your own without the help of law enforcement. Okay, let's go through the maps a little bit and see some of these areas that they've talked about. The official missing flyer said he went missing in the 700 Silver Spur Road block area. That's this area. So I decided to just, go down to the street view and look around, even though it said the 700th block area, it doesn't give an exact location. So I'm looking around and go down the street and I cut out some portions of it so it doesn't make you completely dizzy. But then right there, basically on where we landed, is the Peninsula Library. So law enforcement is stating that his last known location is the Peninsula Library, which is different than the Malaga Cove Library. So let's put in the Malaga Cove Library and you can see how far apart they are. They're about 4.5 miles from each other. So we remember law enforcement is saying the Peninsula Library. The parents are saying the Peninsula Library. The brother said Malaga Cove Library. So I think it's just a miscommunication issue, and I would definitely go with the Peninsula Library as the location he was last seen at. So we remember his parents said that he was in the downtown Los Angeles area when a man looking for a dog carjacked him and held him hostage. And then days later is when he was at the library, the Peninsula Library. That's about a 40-minute drive from the downtown area. Now, we don't know specifically where he was in the downtown area. He was hunting for yoga/meditation centers. Here's a list of the ones in the downtown area. His brother had a post that said the man was smoking meth, and when he passed out, that's when Evan was able to get away and go to the library. There's no specific amount of days. It was just sometime from when he was carjacked in the downtown area. Days later, he shows up at the library and calls home to his parents and, tells them the story, and then he's not heard from again. So in closing, let's recap. His name is Evan Michael Cockerham. He's 21 years old, 6 foot tall, around 140 pounds. We're going to go with sandy blonde hair, blue eyes, possibly in a 1990 Plymouth Voyager, white with wood grain. His last known location was December 6th. He was seen in the 700 Silver Spur Road block area, which is the Peninsula Library. So we're going to go with that. So please screenshot this poster, share it out on all your social media sites. Go check out his family's social media sites, and let's get this young man's information out there, get his face out there, so that hopefully someone in the area sees the vehicle or sees him. Let's try to get this young man found. This family, I can tell they are aching and they want to get him back home, and I would love to see that for him. I'm going to stay on top of it. I'll keep checking their sites for updates and let you guys know if I hear anything. Have a great day, y'all.